I don't know what it's like to be a woman of color, but I do know that if I were a woman of color, my number one thing, like no-brainer, would be that I would have no white women friends. Because one, the odds of that white woman being like a good person are low. The odds are against you because she's probably going to be a white supremacist. She's probably going to be at least racist, minimally. And at the very, very least, she's going to most likely tie herself to white men above all else, like above other women. Two, the amount of weaponization of emotion that I see just from white women on this app is crazy. The amount of times that I have seen, like, you made me feel sad and therefore that's bad. Oh, that made me feel weird and therefore the law is that is bad. Like, it is so weird how they have decided that their emotion is law. And also just their desire, our desire to speak opinion on that you know nothing about. Like, why is your opinion about Beyonce's Grammy so big? Like, because it didn't affect you and therefore it doesn't affect anyone because your feelings are law? And like the halftime performance I've seen, it's so annoying. Like, what the fuck are you talking? I wouldn't have a single white friend.
That's a sign of weakness right there, people. When a leader is weak, the country is weak. And what's a weaker look than sitting in your own Oval Office while another man who helped you get there is giving a press conference while you sit there in your little cuck chair? How embarrassing is that? How weak of a look is that? A man wearing a baseball cap who brought his kid in like it's no big deal. He's giving a press conference while you sit there like a simp. He owns you. You're Elon's. Not only is Trump Elon's 4-year-old son made Trump his. Elon's son told Trump, I want you to shut your mouth up.
This is from one year to the next are the same. And they're
right. And look at Trump's reaction after. Look. That's a defeated man. He's not a leader. Trump is the kid also told him, you're not the president. You need to go away. The kid told him this. I wonder where he got that from. And then the little son of a finished it off by wiping his boogers on a Resolute desk. This is where we're at, people. This is where we're at in 2025. This is scary and hilarious because every Elon simp out there is also a Trump simp. So what to root for? Elon is making Trump his. Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? What's going to happen now? Are you going to switch cults? What's going to happen? People, we have a weak, vengeful, criminal loser leading the country right now, okay? He talks trash when he's on the toilet, miles away from people, right? But look at him sitting next to Putin, and look at him sitting next to Elon. He's everyone's. Don't tell me he can't be bought. This country's in trouble.
I hope all you veterans who voted for Trump are happy. They're cutting your programs across the board. Canceling GI Bill home loans. They got rid of prevention training for soldiers with PTSD. Tell us again how the Republicans care about you. Tell us again how the Republicans are the party of support the troops. Because they're not. You guys got took for a ride. I'm sorry, but you did. We tried warning you for the last decade about this man, about this party. And you guys didn't listen. You want to let your personal biases against marginalized groups dictate your vote. You voted for hate. You voted to screw yourselves. You voted to screw this nation. You guys all violated your oath when you voted for a traitor insurrectionist, and you reap what you sow.
You can literally walk up anywhere in the United States and smack you as a woman, and I'll go to jail. You can smack me as a woman, and nothing will happen to you.
You smacked me all the time, and you never went to jail. No.
You're a liberal communist. You're a communist and a liberal. you hate white men. You hate the U.S. Constitution. You are up. You believe everyone should be equal. That no one's greater than another person. That's communist. Use your American flag.
I don't have one.
You don't have one because you're communist. Your whole thing in life is you're obsessed with babies. You're wrong. You're missing the maternity gene. You're missing the woman gene where you care for nurturing. You're not nurturing.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
Because it's probably because you're bleeding babies.
No, it's probably because you decided to knock up a drug addict deadbeat. That's probably why.
Well, you're supposed to have children. That's the whole point of women living.
I'm doing far better than you were at my age.
Actually, you're not.
You were on parole at my age.
Yeah, but my mind was free. Yours isn't. You're obsessed with murder. You should not partake in anything to do with the 4th of July. You didn't earn it.
It's my birthday.
You don't represent it.
It's my birthday.
No, it's not. Your birthday is the 3rd, the Communist Day. Every time I see a psychiatrist, they end up falling in love with me. So they know that I'm great. But what are you talking about? Yeah, every time I'm going to a psychiatrist, I've had to stop going to him because they ended up developing a crush on me because they like the way my mind works. It's not funny. It's serious. I'll go in there and say, hey, I need to talk to someone. I got an issue. This is the issue. And when I explain life to them and what's happened and where I'm going, all that, they go, there's nothing wrong with you. You're a wonderful man.
You're such a great guy. Why have you never been married?
Because, first of all, I could literally break up with somebody one day, the very next day be in a relationship. It happens every time. Nothing wrong with me. Women like charisma. I have charisma. See, there you go. You're upset. You're upset because you're a communist. That triggers you. The American flag triggers you. The U.S. Constitution triggers you. The Bill of Rights triggers you. You hate this country. And you hate white men. I have 4 psychiatrists that told me I'm great. A judge awarded me custody because I'm a great guy.
Oh, a judge awarded you custody because my mom didn't want me and she couldn't pass a drug test.
How did white people mess up a 400-year head start? How did this happen? How is it that a nation of people, a race of people, held people of color by the collar while they allowed their people to get a 400-year head start? You sabotaged anything we could have done. We couldn't read, we couldn't write, we couldn't unify in any way, we couldn't congregate in any way. We weren't even considered human. See, this is why I am so proud to be black. I'm so proud to be a person of color because we have the best story ever told. Regardless of what criticisms I've given my people, regardless of what critiques, regardless of what I've said about my people, I still view us as the greatest. And by us, I mean people of color. Don't you know who you are? These people held you by the collar, held you in place so you couldn't move, learn, do nothing by yourself. Also, they can stay ahead of you.
I understand why African Americans kicked Marcus Garvey out of this country during the civil rights movement. I just got into it with my Jamaican mother, who's a naturalized citizen to this country, because she had the nerve to be spewing some coonery bullshit in my freaking ear, and I went all the way off on her bombo clot. Me no care, okay? Me no care. You would not have the mobility that you've got in this country and all of the benefits that you take advantage of in this country if it weren't for Black Americans. You're disrespectful, and I'm going to tell you about yourself. You had the nerve to be like, oh, I became a U.S. citizen because you and your sister were pressuring me to do that. No, you became a U.S. citizen because you wanted a voice in this country and you wanted to vote. But all you've done is bring your cooning for the crown behavior over to the United States, and you refuse to be lumped in with African Americans. Time and time and time again, you talk this coonery bullshit in my fucking ear. And especially right now, during Black History Month, I'm not standing for that shit. Me no ramp with you, me no care, okay? Because he never should have said that shit to me just now. I've been on this planet for damn near 32 years, and I have had my own fair share of discrimination and hardship because of the color of my skin. Nobody ever asked me, are you Black Caribbean? Are you this? Are you that? They just automatically assume. They look me up and down and they're like, okay, well, you're Black, period, dot, next. These white people don't give a damn what flavor of Black you are. And I'm sick and tired of Caribbeans, Black Caribbeans, and Black people from foreign lands acting like they're different. You're not different. And you would not be able to move in this country the way you move if it weren't for Black Americans. Have some damn respect. Me don't give no bombo clot that you pushed me out of your pussy almost 32 years ago. I'm gonna tell you off today because you never should have said that. That shit never should have came out of your mouth. You're so different. Why you want bawl and complain about all of the hardship that you face being a Black woman, an immigrant Black woman in this country, if color doesn't matter? And if you really don't align with Black Americans, why the fuck would you turn around and have kids by 2 different Black men if you really don't fuck with us like that? This woman has no idea that she gave birth to her karma. Me no care. Me no care. Okay, and if that's really how you feel, keep that shit over in Jamaica. How about that? How about that? If If you don't want to be lumped in with African Americans and you don't want to be in solidarity with African Americans, take your ass back to Jamaica and keep that coonery bullshit over there for the crown. Okay? Okay. Me done shot.
I find it funny that a lot of Caucasian Americans are mad at the halftime show. They're saying that, oh, you're trying to force people to think people don't want to do this. You could have gave us Taylor Swift or whatnot, whatever, all this other type of good stuff, right? Bon Jovi, U2, The Police, whatever. And they don't want to really pay attention. They don't want to go in depth, even though, even at a surface level, you can pretty much get the intent. You can get what it is that it was supposed to really mean. But because of the racism and because of the history of the United States, a lot of them don't want to pay attention. A lot of them are not trying to hear it. They're like, oh, everything has to be political. But here we have a sitting president. And I guess you can say, for all intents and purposes, the handler of said president, billionaire Elon Musk. And the most interesting thing about that is how he was given a press conference. He was given room to speak. As many people have stated before, nobody voted Elon to be in that position, to have the reins, to be able to do any of the things that he's doing at this moment in time. And his son was freely running amok in the Oval Office, deciding that he wanted to smear whatever was coming directly out of his nose on the desk, a sign of disrespect. Elon wearing a hat directly in the White House again. I guess you can chalk that up to a sign or a type of disrespect in a sense. And the fact that not once but twice did Elon's son decide that he wanted to disrespect the president, the sitting president, the current president of the United States. And he told him to be quiet, aka shut up. And also told him that he is not the president. That's some crazy work. To watch that in action in 4K and to see more people mad at Kendrick Lamar, more people mad that Beyonce, quote unquote, had a country album and was at the Country Music Awards and all this other type of stuff, more mad at those black artists, but have zero type of energy when it deals with an immigrant that is disrespecting the leader of the free world, the president of the United States of America. It's amazing and it's very interesting how this tends to work. And like I said before, I'm waiting for people to actually say something and have a type of issue or a problem, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to say anything. They're not going to bring anything up. They'll rather focus on black Americans and black people and what it is that they're doing and protesting about and talking about online versus actually collectively trying to speak out and fix this problem. Again, this is why the United States of America is a laughingstock at this moment in time. But again, it is what it is. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.